that would really make the effort so difficult. So whatever we can do to prevent the flu, that means getting vaccinated this month by the end of the month. We really urge all Americans to do so. Now is the time to vaccinate.
And on that note, since healthcare professionals have pushed for the use of masks in order to prevent the spread of COVID-19, is that another thing that we can do in addition to washing our hands and social distancing to also help prevent the spread of flu and the common cold?
Absolutely. The mask is the single most important thing any of us can do in order to prevent the spread of any of these illnesses. The mask itself protects others, obviously, if you're sick, but it also may reduce the amount of virus if it does get through your mask. And also it offers a way to almost provide immunity. There's been a paper recently in the New England Journal of Medicine that talks about how wearing a mask, while not a vaccination in fact, can actually serve to decrease the viral load that gets to you, and you may have a less severe infection or a milder infection, or even be asymptomatic. And that can protect you. So it can serve as a form of immunity just by wearing a mask.
All right, Dr. Robert Glatter, thank you both for the work that you do and for coming on to help educate all of us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
The CDC is extending its ban on passenger cruise ships from U.S. ports.
Is we wearing masks or not?
Vice President Mike Pence reportedly blocked.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, my good people. It's your girl, Allie. On my way to a job interview, y'all. Your girl might be rejoining the workforce. I don't know. Pray it on it, y'all, because I ain't gonna lie. I'm a bit scared. But yeah, that's what I'm doing this morning, y'all. I got my grown folks outfit on today. Taking care of some grown folk business. But I guess y'all I'll let y'all know. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Oh my gosh, look, y'all. So let me cut this down. Okay, so I go in, these people had me waiting 30 minutes, and they finally came and got me. Then I waited like another 5 minutes, and then this lady came and got me. I went upstairs. So this man had emailed me, y'all, to come to the interview. So when I get there, he was like, did I have do you got an interview with somebody? I'm like, yeah, Mr. Barnes. So he like, okay, you come back here. So y'all, these people had me redo this application. I'm sitting there waiting. He on the computer doing whatever, and I'm like, I waited like 10 minutes, and then he turned around, oh, you finished? Okay, really? Like, I don't, places like that, see, that right there, I probably ain't gonna be able to do. He was like, now if you got, well, you paying a certain amount of money, and then you ask me what I'm looking for, and I tell you, and then you try to go lower than what no sir. So y'all, so when actually when I was doing the paperwork, I thought I had cut my phone down, but actually it rung. So I saw that somebody else that I had did the application called me, right? So when I got out of there, because he was kind of rude, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's just they out of order, but I didn't like the atmosphere is like, I don't work in places like that, and I'm like, nope. So y'all, so I called the people back, and they was telling me about the position or whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm finna go over there and see what they talking about, and then we gonna see what we gonna do. Because he's like, well, I email you, you should be getting an email of what else you need to do. Baby, I done did an application, I done did an assessment test, I done did another application up here. Like, what? Like, come on now. So that right there, I don't know. And then I'm like, y'all know it's a whole pandemic going on. So look, if you can't pay me what I'm asking for, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I don't know. So anyway, y'all, I'll just give you an update of how it went. But I was kind of like, You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all, we finna go see what's popping at the other one. Alright, y'all, so I went in there, had to fill out like some tax paperwork, and then take a drug test, put swab in my mouth, y'all, and then that was it. So we'll see what popping, y'all. So anyway, I'm on my way home. Hey y'all, it's your girl Allie. Look, y'all, so y'all know the other day I went on a couple of job interviews, right. So look, y'all, when I was in the interview, the first interview, right, something just seemed off to me, right? It's like, I don't know what it was, but it just seemed weird. And y'all know I'm not a morning person, so like my mind couldn't process what the hell I was, what it was. But later on that day, after I woke up in the PM, I figured out what it was. Y'all, okay, so the interview was at a hospital, right? The reason why it wasn't sitting right with me, I was just feeling like something ain't right, is y'all, nobody like had masks on in the hospital, right? The hospital is where the COVID-19 patients go when they're sick, right? When they can't, when they have like the major cases, right? They gotta go to the hospital and stay. They can't stay at home. So my mind and body probably was processing that this is not a safe place to be. And then not only that the way that they're handling their work environment ain't safe. You know what I'm saying? You know how your body gonna tell you or let you know, like if you could go a certain area, just how your body let you know like something ain't right, or alert you. So y'all, so it was a hospital. Y'all know we got 3 hospitals down here in the boot, in the Twin Cities area. So, you got one major one in West Monroe, and you have 2 major ones in Monroe. I'ma just say I went to the major one in West Monroe. So when I went there for the interview, y'all, okay, they checked my forehead with the scanner, and I had already had my own mask on, so I didn't have to, they had masks, I guess, in case somebody came in, they'll give them the mask. So I was good. So she was like, okay, you go sit over in the little waiting area, and I'll call up and let them know you here. So while I'm waiting, y'all, I'm seeing people just come in, right? And they like, hey, so and so, whatever. And then some of them just walk through. They got the little tag that they work here. None of those people were scanned like for to see if they had a fever. None of them was asked the questions. Yeah, y'all, they asked me like, did I have any coughing? Was I around anybody that had COVID? Have I been tested for COVID? They asked me like 6, 7 questions, and I was like, no. So. But the people that work there, they never asked the questions and never scanned them. They just let them go in. And so when people like me that was coming for like an interview or like have a procedure done or to visit someone, they would stop us and, check our temperature and ask us like the 6, 7 questions, right? So to me, when I finally was able to process why I was feeling like that, it was like, because y'all doing what y'all want to do. Like, y'all acting like your president, right? Like, if you want to wear masks, you can wear them. If not, not. That's the mentality of that particular hospital, right? So you're not preventing anything. And I truly was like, with the flu season coming up, and y'all, another thing, when they were saying like the coronavirus is like worse than the flu, y'all, I've had the flu. Anybody that has had the flu, y'all know that's like that's the worst. Like, y'all, the flu, I'm finna tell you what the flu felt like to me. The flu felt like, the contractions you had right before you finna have your baby, the last ones before you finna push. The flu felt like that, but they just constant pains all of your body. Like that pain from your head to your toes. Non-stop. Not every 5 minutes, non-stop for like a week, right? Sometimes 2. I had the flu like a week. It was like almost a week and a half in a way. So, because it took a little time for my body to kind of catch up with everything. So, y'all, when I had the flu, that was in my early 20s. When I tell y'all, I cried like a baby. Like, I never felt that type of pain, like, for that extended time. It's like, the flu, like, hurt so bad, and you be so weak, where you literally be like, where is the medicine to put me to sleep? Like, let me take the medicine to make me better. Because back then, y'all, they gave you, like, a little healing thing. Excuse me, y'all. Back then, they gave you a healer. Well, now they give you the shot. But then, I think back then, you could have got the shot. But I don't know. But I know ever since I had that flu when I was 20, I get that beat every year. But I don't know about this year because I'm a little untrustworthy. But anyway, like I was saying, y'all, so that's how the flu felt for me. I don't know how if you've had it, but I'm gonna tell you, it ain't nothing nice. And y'all, when I heard that on the news, which I know coronavirus is bad when you have that severe case, but that just brought back memories, and I was like, that is some I ain't never trying to remember I have happen again. It was that bad. So it's almost like, when you reach that point where you don't want no more children because you're a responsible person. And dang, if I have kids, it's finna slow me down. I'm finna be a slave to this baby, right? So in order for me not to be a slave and be able to move like I want to move, I better, go get me some birth control, get these tubes, cut tell my man to go get a vasectomy. Like, if you not going to be doing no extra stuff or you in a committed relationship. And when I say committed relationship, because even though some people be married, you still ain't a committed relationship. So y'all know what I'm talking about. But anywho, moving on. I'm just saying, so with that being said, so when I was sitting there observing the way that they were doing their walk-ins or their entrance to the hospital, it was very different from the 2 other hospitals in Monroe. The 2 hospitals that I've been in, at Monroe since it's been going on, they gonna scan and ask you the questions, and then everybody got masks. It's not just some people, it's everybody. Like when you go to the triage, they got masks. When you go in the room where they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do, they have a mask on. Gloves everywhere, hand sanitizer at the stations, right? So that's what I've, noticed at the other 2 hospitals in the Monroe area. But in the West Monroe area, it was like, if you want to, do what you want to do, right? So I'm sitting here and, So, a couple of people came in, y'all, and I'm observing how they dealing with the people, whatever. So the guy finally come down after about 30 minutes of me waiting for him, right? So I already know what kind of stuff this is. Y'all short on people. Y'all disorganized, because if you give somebody a appointment, clearly they ain't supposed to be waiting on 30 minutes. And then, it was like he just happened to walk by and the lady was like, hey, she's waiting on you. And then, he's like, oh, I didn't know. But he's like, okay, come on. So moving on, right? So, y'all, I'm walking with this young man through the hospital, right? We go through the doors because we had to go to a whole nother building in the back. So we walking through, y'all, the whole time, I'm passing by nurses and people, and I'm like, nobody got on masks, right? So it was 2 guys we was coming to, standing in the hallway, right? Y'all know how the hospital hallways is. I don't know if that's 6 feet. I guess it is 6 feet support, but still, to me, it's pretty tight. Because you got one man here, then me and the guy walked through them, right? Now one of them got masks on. The young gentleman with me, it's like he had a mask on, but he ain't having. It's like he had it on his ear or like pulled down. It wasn't like on. So, okay. So, I'm walking, y'all, still with my mask. We walked through them. So, then I see one of the girls that worked there. She was pulling the the trash can they have in the bathroom when you get your exam and you put your gown in the thing that's in the shower. She was pulling one of them, right? She ain't had no mask on. So you working with you working with these gowns that people have had on that are soiled, you know what I'm saying? Because if you put it on period, y'all know what I'm saying, they've been used. Somebody getting an exam, you don't know what the fuck they're going on. So you walking around, I don't even know. She might have had gloves. I ain't gonna say not, but I know she ain't had no mask. So I'm like, okay. So then I get to where I'm supposed to go. They had me wait about 5 more minutes, and somebody else walked. A lady come in. The lady come in. She don't got no mask on. No gloves. But I mean, she had to have no gloves on because it wasn't like she was doing that. But she didn't have no mask on, right? So, okay. So she's like, I'm gonna send you up to one of the head people. I go up the stairs to the head person, and they like, looking at me like what I'm doing in the office, and I'm like, well, the young lady just sent me up for the interview, with the y'all, we gonna just say with Mr. JB. So he looking at me, and then he was like, did you talk to him? And I'm like, yo, he sent me an email or whatever, and then I talked to his assistant. She told me to come in today for 9. So, he was, and so it was like a stall, and I was like, so are you him? And he was like, yeah. See, that right there, no customer, not knowing how to deal with, you know what I'm saying, human, y'all know what I'm trying to say, like, usually when you meet someone, we can't shake hands no more, so you be like, some of them be cool to be like this fist bump, but it's like usually when you meet someone, they be like, hello, I'm so and so. None of that, y'all. Like, he didn't know I was coming, so I'm like, okay, this organization, I'm seeing it, right? So I get in the office, mind you, he don't got no mask on. So while we walk into the other part of the office, because it's like an office, a hall, then I get his main office in the back. So I walk through, I see a young lady in the office, no mask. She's sitting in the office, right? Then I go down, so we go to the room where I have to redo the application that I just did. Okay, so then he get on his computer, turn all the way around, just so I filled the paper out, and so I'm like, okay. So I put the paper on the desk because I'm like, apparently, he'll turn around. So after me sitting there about 10 minutes while he typing until it on his computer, he turned around and say, oh, you finished? Why you ain't tell me you was finished? Yeah, I was like, so he looked at the stuff or whatever. It just, the interview was so weird to me, y'all. The energy, I think it was the energy was so weird to me. It was like something off. I don't know what it is, but I was just like, no, this not for me. This not for the whole time. Like after I was sitting there for a minute, I was like, I don't think this for me. Just looking at how they run and stuff. So y'all, so then we chopped it up or whatever. Whatever. He was like he gonna send me an email, which he sent me the email for the final step. And employee, I'm just going to put this in right quick. Employees, look, when somebody puts an application in and actually does an assessment test, all that extra going to make you keep having to look for people. It's a lot going on. People nerves are bad. If they taking the effort to put it in and do your assessments or assignments or whatever, assessment test, I'm going to say it right. All that extra, if you need them to take a drug test, if it's a test where, that you looking at them like, you know what I'm saying? Cool, but y'all, so the email, it was me going getting I think a TB test, a hepatitis test, and probably another drug test, because I ended up taking the drug test at the second interview. But so when I looked at it, I was like, I'm not interested anyway. I wasn't interested in it when I was there. And then he tried to lowball me with, like, if you post that you're paying a certain amount of money, and then I tell you ask me what I want, and I tell you, why would you try to go lower than what you even posted that you was, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I'm like, okay, all this going on, and it's not just them. I'm just looking at so many things was coming to my mind when just out of that experience of you got a lot of employees trying to lowball people because they feel like certain people really do. If you trying to work, you probably really would need this, so you can give them the lowest, you know what I'm saying, and have them doing whatever. And see what in with that, y'all. When I'm another point to make with that is, I asked the young man. I was like, what do the job entail? You know, like what would I be doing when he had hit me with that number, right? So he was looking at me like, so what do you mean, what does, like, ask me. He was feeling like, why you asking me that, you know what I'm saying, when it was like you told me what you were trying to pay me, so I'm asking you what you trying to have me do. But I'm gonna just say like this, cause I ain't no dumb one, y'all know. They're hiring, and what they want to do is have you doing 3-4 different jobs, but give you one job title, but have you doing 3-4 different jobs and only paying you for that one job title. You see, because when I asked them that, it's like it threw them off. So that's some other stuff going on too with people. Y'all, it's too much going on. Stop just caring about yourself just because you okay. Because I'm telling you, you better start thinking about, yeah, you might be at that top level, but when stuff at the bottom start getting real unsteady, everything gonna crumble, baby. And it usually starts sometimes from the bottom and work its way up, and then sometimes it starts at the top and work its way down. But anyway, when stuff is not level like it's supposed to be, it's gonna crumble either way it go. So be mindful of that when y'all doing these little schemes or whatever you call it. So anyway, y'all, so after he told me that, I just got up. I was like, okay, thank you. I just left because I was just like, it was like a rude, very unorganized deal, very unsafe to me. And so as I was walking out his office, y'all, there was another young gentleman that was coming in. I guess they was finna have a meeting, and I could tell he worked there because he had his little credentials and a suit. So he ain't had no mask. And then the thing about it wasn't like no hand sanitizer, gloves, nowhere that I saw. It was no mask hanging off the ear or like pulled down. No mask nowhere. So just my thought is, this is a hospital where the people that are infected with COVID-19, with severe cases of COVID-19 is coming, and y'all apparently have enforcing like whatever you want to do is cool with us. That's not cool with me, because I feel like if I, as in, citizen, had enough sense to be like, okay, I'm going into this environment, let me make sure that I'm straight. How are the people that are at the head of this place walking around like nothing going on? So that's why I was feeling like so weird. It's like my body kept saying like, it's just weird. I don't even know why I'm saying it's weird, but it's weird. But I think now, because I see that, dang, you was the only one walking around pretty much with a mask other than, y'all, I say I went through, like, I saw probably like 20 people in this short period of time. And I would probably say like 6 of the people had masks on, and that's including the 2 ladies that were checking the people at the door when you walk in. And then like 4 other people that I just saw that worked there that probably was like, yeah, I think I want to wear a mask. But clearly that let me know. So when you go in the room with your doctor at that hospital, they probably don't have a mask on while they talking to you. You don't know what this patient doing. I don't know what the hell you got going on at your house, and we know. So that I would not work at that place, nor would I get any kind of treatment, because to me that is just very unsafe. So anyway, y'all, but the other 2 hospitals, like I said, because I was like, that's just weird. Like, they check you and then everybody have masks. Like, once I went through them double doors, it was like normal. And that, it was like normal, like far as what I'm saying, it wasn't no mask. And then that made me think like, okay, people with COVID-19 severe cases coming here, they probably, how if you go to the hospital where you be so sick where you have to get the people to put you in a wheelchair, then they probably wiping and coughing and touching stuff, and you ain't went and clean behind what you didn't. Y'all, my mind went to going there where I was like, hell no, hell no. Then I was thinking about what if they was sick and they wiping and coughing and walking, ain't nobody telling them they gotta have a mask, or they walking around with the mask. I don't know. They done touched the bell to go to the second, third floor. Whatever. Like, I'm thinking about all this shit. They done signed papers with the pen that they done get. Like, y'all, my mind was going everywhere. Like, oh no, unsafe. So anyway, I'm just saying, y'all, you got to be mindful of your surroundings. That's just going back to being, nobody want to wear masks. Y'all, I hate wearing masks. But I'm going to tell y'all, like, right now, like, I actually went and found me some more comfortable masks. Because y'all know, when you got something on your face like that and you're just not used to it, you're going to be very uncomfortable. It's going to be a little irritating. But like, if it's, you got to think about your life, your kids' life, and then other people's life. So y'all, I went and I should have, I got the mask. I'm going to show y'all some of my different masks. But I went and actually bought like a mask where it's almost like a handkerchief. And handkerchiefs are good too, y'all. Bandanas, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, that's what I mean. Bandanas are good too, because they don't have to be so tight. You just tie them around. Y'all know that's what I use a lot when I just go into like the stores or whatever. And then like matter of fact, y'all, I'll show y'all right quick. I bought this mask yesterday, in which I probably, like I said, if I do start working out there, y'all, I'm not gonna be able to do those masks that fit really, really, really close to your face. But these are the two type of masks, and I gotta go find some more. But these are like, I got this one yesterday, y'all. And you see how that would be, so you see how that she got, you just pull it down. That's a scarf. When you go in and doing whatever you do, just pull it up. So I'm definitely gonna go get me some more of these. And then y'all know this one, I bought this one, and when I went back to the store the next day, they ain't had no more. But this is the one just like that one, but this one you just pull over your head, and like I said, you can pull it down, and when you get ready to go in or you doing it, just all you gotta do is pull it up. And it's not just like you know what I'm saying. But y'all know the mask I'm talking about, where and then y'all know I wear my bandanas. I keep those. Y'all know the mask I'm talking about that are just fit to your face. And they fit to your face, and it just make you feel like you are suffocating. So you just gotta find what kind of mask works good for you, because y'all, also them white masks work real good too, you know what I'm saying. So my advice to you on the mask, you guys, is make sure you get up to, like, I would say at least like 10 of the mask, cloth masks, because so you can wash them, and then buy you a box of the white ones, you know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying, we gonna need that. And like I said, y'all don't know what's gonna go on with the change of the season. So just be mindful, you know what I'm saying, and care for other people, too. And just one other thing, and I'm finna get off about this mask, but it just really, I thought we were supposed to be required to wear masks, but it's just not happening. Even when I went to that second interview, y'all, on the door it was like mask required, but when I went in the office, neither one of the ladies had a mask on. I was the only one that had the mask on. So they had hand sanitizer, but they didn't have a mask. So it's like, to me, you need both. It's almost like when you have sexual relations and you use protection one way but don't use protection the other way. What's the purpose? Y'all know what I'm saying. Anywho, I'm just saying, if are we all supposed to be wearing masks or not? That's my question. And if we are, please help people get somebody to get where they checking this, because when I go somewhere, I don't want nobody breathing on my damn food. You know what I'm saying? While you fixing it, and I'm first of all, I'm like, okay, if I can go through the drive-through, I'll go through the drive-through. That way, it'll keep you from having to me being in the environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking about you. But you not thinking about me when you like, you might got the mask, but a lot of them, when you go in there, they had the mask pulled down here, or they just had the motherfucker down here, like, well, I got it on. You breathing on my food. When you fixing my food, I'm gonna need you to pull it up all the way here and here, okay? Because I be, like, you don't want to be rude, but it's like, what is you doing? Like, do you not understand? I ain't trying to get sick. That's why I got my mask on. So I'm just saying, so maybe if y'all start getting fined, y'all understand. I know it's hard, but like I said, I just showed y'all a couple of masks. Go get those, and it'll be a whole lot easier. I promise you. Because I know it's irritating to have that on you, but baby, I just know that's not acceptable. It's not. But that's basically what I want to say about, like, the mask, and just like about being aware, and like when your body telling you stuff, you listen to it. Listen to your body, because that, I couldn't figure out what it was, y'all, because like I said, it was in the AM, but once that PM kicked in and I thought about it, everything came. I was like, it wouldn't have been a safe place. That'd be somewhere where I could have ended up with some issues. So anyway, y'all, be safe. Go stock up on your masks. Get you some gloves, especially while they're while they starting to have a little stuff. Go buy a little bit, more hand sanitizer. I ain't saying go crazy like when everything first came out, but y'all know the season is changing, and you want to be, prepared. So, here and there, I would say, just stock up on a little more, because you don't know. Like, they don't know nothing about this stuff. That's one thing we can all agree. Everybody, they coming out day with different things about the vaccines that they even will probably have in June or July of next year. They saying they still ain't a cure. It's like it could help, like if you was to have a severe case, for you not to have a severe case. Some people still can catch it even if they get the vaccine. So then I'm just saying, be aware of your surroundings, be mindful, pay attention, and I just want to know, are we wearing masks or not? I just want to know. Let me know. But anyway, y'all, until next time, bye, and I'm out.